Alright, let's try this again. Hello, this is Bradakin Skywalker. Been trying to do some reconfiguration on my software. My video has been coming out a little bit sluggish, so I've been having to delete and redo, and so hopefully this will come out. Hopefully it's fixed. But anyway, we're going to do this again. I want to talk about my Theory Sabers lightsaber, this one right here. I went through and I updated my reviews on Theory Sabers website, and I turned around and I gave it 5 stars after everything that I've been through, and talking to a gentleman by the name of Josh who would help me from support on ways that I can fix this to make sure that it is actually working. So that's why I gave it 5 stars, because Josh, dude, you're awesome. Thank you for the help. Appreciate it. Now I can go through and share with you what Josh had shared with me. So if anybody, this is the Specialist E11A, I think it is, from Theory Sabers. Nice help. I wasn't really too fond of the size, just because I felt it was a little bit small and narrow, but you know what? It's actually growing on me. I'm liking this. I took the blade off just so I can just demonstrate to you on what I had to do, what Josh suggested that I do, because I was having charging issues with the battery. And let me take this apart. It does come off halfway. He said to take the battery out and put it back in. Okay, well, so then I was fiddling around with it, trying to figure out how to pull it out, because some videos they say just there's like a little tab there and you just pull it out. Well, I thought maybe this was the same way. Wasn't doing anything. Then I noticed there's a little tab down in here. I don't know if you can see that little tab that's right inside there. So I figured if I push down on that, pull it out. No, that didn't do it. So then I let them know that I don't know how to get this battery out because it's not coming out. And so then they had let me know. Thank you, Josh. So this is for an informative reasons. There's that little screw right there on the back side. So you can take your Allen wrench that came supplied with your saber. That will take that screw out. You have to take it out completely to remove this battery pack right here to pull this battery if you have charging issues or if it's not working. So if you take this out, make sure you pull that screw out completely first before you pull this out, because it will actually take out this whole ignition switch with it, because this is attached to this. So if you pull that out, then you're able to pull your battery out. Pull it out once or twice, maybe 3 times if you have to. Put it back in. It'll tell you power up or whatever it is. I don't remember what it was. And then once you insert it back in, it's going to feel a little funky because it feels like it's really loose. But actually, that little tab in there, I think, kind of locks into place a little bit. But you have to make sure that this ignition switch thing is actually in that hole right there. But it's going to be like having a little gap in there. So you're going to wonder, why is it not fitting back in there originally like how I took it out? Well, that's because you have to put that screw back in there. Once you get that screw back in there, then it'll flush this switch right back up, right where it was intended before, or initially before you took it apart. And then it'll be working just fine. Then you'll be able to hook your charger up, and then you'll get the voice that says charging, and then you let it charge. And then I wondered how long it would take for it to charge, and then it just shuts off completely. The little light up here on the ignition switch will flash as it's charging. Plus, you'll have, where is it? Right there, that little dot right there above my finger. That's also a charging light. That will also shut off when the device is fully charged. Enough of that one. So that's all it was. It was just, I don't think the battery was in there good enough in order for it to be able to turn on and stuff like that. So now let's try something else. So I brought my blade with me. I have it right here. I'm going to put it into the hilt. Where's my Allen wrench? and we are going to do some stuff. Let me loosen up these little screws here a little bit, and then we will get going. I've been having a lot of fun with this. I actually took this to work with me yesterday, and the coworkers that I work with just love the heck out of this thing. One of the people that I work with actually turned around, went to the website, and ordered 2. Or she was going to order 2, but she said she definitely wanted 2 for her boys for Christmas this year. So I'm not sure if she actually ordered it yet. She was just looking at pricing and stuff, but she definitely wants 2 of these. And I think she was going to order the exact same one that I did because she liked it. She got to play around with it. I showed them how to change the fonts on there, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So this will be like a tutorial for you. Alright, so let's get this blade in here. This is really cool. I like that little metal tab in there. It's NeoPixel, so it's brighter than the baselit ones. Much brighter than my Ultra Sabers lightsabers, I tell you what. And I tell you, I am really liking this saber. Let's get this back into play here. Get everything all tightened up. There are 4 screws on this that you have to tighten up to lock down this blade. You don't have to tighten it too much. Just a little bit of a hand tight is all you need. Just give it a little bit of a snug there, not too much. You don't want to strip out your screws, and you don't want to, damage your blade. Not that it'll break, but, you never know. But since Josh helped me, my experience actually became a lot better than what my review on their website initially said. So that's why I'm giving them 5 reviews, or 5 stars on the review. I think I've written 2 different reviews on how dissatisfied I was and stuff like that. Well, working with Josh and learning the things that they're experiencing as a new company launching and stuff like that. So I felt I was being a little unfair and a little harsh. So I decided to give them the 5-star review. Just because this guy was as patient as he could be with me, even though I was coming off probably like an ass. I don't know. But anyway, so let's do this. I'm going to leave the lights on because the last video that I did, I turned them off and turned them on, and it just seems that it works fine with the lights on, so you'll still be able to see the colors and everything. So to turn on your saber, because this is powered off now, and I charged it up last night because I was playing around with it last night, and so it needed charging again. It does take about 4 to 5 hours to completely charge your saber. So in order to power it up, you just push and hold.
Power on.
Power on. Now it's ready to go. And then when you want to ignite it, just hit that button. This is the one that I was hoping to open my video with, was this one. This is the sound font for Jango Fett's Slave 1. I don't care what anybody says, it's Slave 1 to me. That's how George Lucas and them had labeled it back in the Star Wars day. To me, it's always going to be Slave 1, regardless what people say that it needs to be a name change. I don't care. Okay, it's Slave 1 to me. But this is a cool sound. It's the engines. And blue, of course, as you can see. And if you hit the button, don't push and hold, just hit it. That's pretty cool. So to do the class run, then you can push and hold. And to shut it off, just hit the button, it'll turn off. And then if you want to do blaster deflection, just tap the button. Now, so what I like about this sound font, and I think Theory came up with an amazing thing on this, is the engines. Either I think the ship is powering down or something like that, but it's got a really cool sound. But when you wield it, and you swing it around, and it doesn't take much, one little bit, and you get that sound. And the harder you swing it, the more fierce that it is. But listen to this sound as I power it down. But you got to push and hold till it powers down. Hear that? That is cool. I really like that. Let's power that sucker back up again. Let me see if I can get that in a shot so you can see the whole thing. This is a 36-inch blade. Let's try it this way. We'll do it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. That's cool. This is one of my favorite sound fonts. I can't express how cool it is in person to experience it, and the color of the lightsaber. I mean, it's just bright all the way around. So let's shut that down. That just doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. I love it. So to change the sound font, to go to a different sound font, at least with this one, I have learned that if you push and hold, that little light right there will flash. You gotta let it flash 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. And then you get a different sound font. And then fire it up. I'm not sure. That one is set up for like how I have it for Jango Fett. Now this is all customizable. You can have it activate the way you want it. I'm going to show you how to do that here today. This is really cool. This one's green. I think this color was already set up for this font anyway, initially, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's fitting. But you do it however you want to. I'm going to show you how to do it here today. So let's push and hold, power it down. So let's change. Let's change the ignition. Maybe I don't like the ignition. So if you push and hold and let it flash 2 times. 1, 2, let go.
10.
Ignition 10. So there are, I think, 11 different ignitions on here, which is really cool. Some of them are cool. Some of them isn't my favorite, but still makes it fun to play with. All right, let's see what this one looks like. All right, let me turn that off so you can see it at the base, because I forgot that one was at the base. So that's ignition number 10. Okay, so what if I don't like it? So let's just power it down, push and hold, let it go down, and then let that flash, push and hold till it flashes twice. 1, 2, let go.
2.
Whoop. Let's try it again.
Ignition 11.
I'm going to switch that blade back to 1. So to do that, if you mess up your blade and you like how the blade is activated, I'll go through. Let's see what the blade looks like. Let's leave it at that. I think it said blade 2, so it's going to be how the blade ignites with the ignition. So let's try that. Okay, a little bit of a strobe effect. From here, I mean, on the computer screen, yeah, it looks a little overwhelming, but in person, you know, if you're one of those people that probably would go into a seizure with this, that would probably do that, I wouldn't recommend it. It's like pretty strong anyways, so I'm not liking that. So let's power that down. So let's change the blade again. I think that one has to have 3 flashes. So push and hold for 3. 1, 2, 3.
Blade 3.
Blade 3. So let's see what blade 3 is. Maybe it's a little bit different because I don't remember. Let's start at the base. Let's fire it up. Okay, that one's got a little bit of a fading effect, I guess, is what you would call it. I don't know, but or a slow strobe. I mean, that one's not bad. It's cool. Okay. Say that we like this, but we want to change that ignition. So let's power it off. And let's do the 2 times. So you push and hold, let it flash 2 times. 1, 2.
Ignition 1.
Ignition 1. So we're back to ignition 1. So ignition 1 is, I think it's just a regular. Yeah, it's just the regular ignition. Okay, so maybe we're bored with the regular ignition that a lightsaber would have. Let's see what other ignitions are in there. So 1, 2.
Ignition 2.
Ignition 2. So let's see what that one is. Okay, that one's cool, right? And you still have your slow strobe effect, is what I call it. Okay. Maybe you're getting tired of the slow strobe effect. So let's power it off, push and hold. And then you got to push and hold and let that little light flash 3 times. At least with this one, this is what I've experienced. So your saber may be different, whatever saber hilt you get, because I think all of them are different. So 3 times. So 1, 2, 3.
Blade 4.
Blade 4. Let's see what Blade 4 does. So the ignition is going to be the light shooting up the blade. So now let's see what the blade looks like. And there's that wonderful rainbow effect. For those that like rainbows, this may be the blade for you. I've had people at work that just love this thing. In person, this looks really cool. I wasn't sure if I'd like it when I saw it on the video. It's like, okay, that kind of looks a little wonky, but it actually looks really cool. And then you still can do your blaster effects and all that, and you still see the effects in there. Okay. So, powered down. Okay, you like this color. Okay, so let's say you want to change the ignition again. So push and hold twice, ignition right there.
3.
So let's see what ignition 3 does. And maybe you like a different ignition to go with this particular color. Okay, that's cool, right? I think it's fitting for this particular blade. Alright, so let's change the font itself. Again, you got to push and hold, let it flash 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the Tusken Raiders. It is taken from episode 2. This will be Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber hum, which has a really deep hum to it. It's really cool. I like it, and that one I don't think I would change for anything. Ignition, everything, I might keep the same. I may want to change it, maybe somewhere down the line, but let's check it out and see what I have it set up for, because I don't remember. Okay, just regular ignition. Pretty cool. Hear that deep hum? And then we'll power it down. A nice retraction back into the hilt. That one's got a fast retraction to it. Let's do it again. I slaughtered them like animals. Not just the men. I did the women and the children too. Yeah, that's when he started going down that path to the dark side. Okay, so let's see what other fonts are in there. So again, you got to push and hold, let it flash 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Darth Vader. Gotta love Darth Vader. That's another sound font that I really like. It still has that deep hum to it, menacing. Definitely the perfect sound font for Vader, I think. Alright. Let's see what other sound fonts are in there. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's just Ben these days.
Okay, so Ben Kenobi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I believe, is where it came from. Now see, there's his hum. Not as deep as what Anakin's was or what Darth Vader's is, but you know, the hum is still there. And the font is a little bit higher pitched. Okay, so maybe I want to change the ignition to this. So we'll power it down. And just like how I showed you before, to change the ignition, push and hold twice. 2.
Ignition 2.
So ignition 2. Okay. A little dramatic for that one, I think. So let's try it again. 1, 2.
Ignition 3.
Ignition 3. Okay. That's alright. I kind of like that one. We'll try another one. See what other ignitions are in there. So 1, 2.
Ignition 4.
Ignition 4, because I think there's 11. So we're up to 4, so we're almost halfway there. Let's see if we can see that in its entirety. Let me scoot back a little bit. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm sure you'll hear the saber. So that's ignition number 4. That one's kind of cool. I kind of like it. But maybe there's something better. Let's see. 1, 2.
Ignition 5.
Okay, so we're up to 5. So, now the next question is, Brad, but what if I want to give this particular sound font a different color? Can I switch that? Absolutely. You can switch a color while it's on, anytime during the whole thing. The way to do that, I think you have to push and hold twice. 1, 2. Yep, so you do it twice, you change colors. This is a little bit of a lighter blue. Okay, that one looks kind of cool. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the video itself. Let's see what other colors are in there. Maybe you want Obi-Wan Kenobi to have a different color. 1, 2. Okay, now he's definitely not Sith. But although the font is kind of cool for the red one, right? Well, it's not really red. It's more of an orangish red, like what Baylan Skoll had in Ahsoka. So let's see. 1, 2. Okay, we're back to another blue. 1, 2. Okay, there's yellow. Did Obi-Wan Kenobi ever wield a yellow saber? No. No. But it's cool. I like it. 1, 2. Purple. I don't know if you can tell the color, but on this side it's like a light purple. 1, 2. Okay, white. Ahsoka. Ahsoka's got white blades. This is a white blade now. Definitely not Obi-Wan Kenobi style, right? Nothing that he would carry. 1, 2. Okay, this is looks like a silverish one. probably like the Dark Saber that has a silver lining on it and black blade. 1, 2, green. Okay. 1, 2. Let's put this back to the color that we had it. Actually, you know what? This one's actually nice. This is a lighter blue. Kind of like this one. We'll say we'll keep this one. Power that one down. Let's see what other fonts are in there. So again, push and hold. Let it flash 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At last we will have revenge.
You can't mess with Darth Mauls. I'm sorry. You just can't. Oh, wait a minute. I think we did. I think we messed up. I think Darth Maul's going to come kill me or something. I don't know, but... Like I said, you can customize it to whatever you want. Push and hold. See how fast that went back down? Retracted. Let's check that out again. Watch how fast it will retract. That's fast. That's real fast. Let's see what the other fonts are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Master Yoda.
Yoda. Cool. Yoda has a good lightsaber, right? Green. I wouldn't change his color. I like that activation for Yoda. I didn't change any of the activation, nothing for Yoda. But this is cool. And I like the sound font. Yoda had a cool font, I think. That was fast, huh? Let's see what the other one is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious. That one is another sound font that has a really deep hum to it. Almost like Darth Vader's. Or like Anakin Skywalker's from Episode 2. Almost has that same noise too. The same swinging noise like Vader had. Alright.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi. Different sound font. Cool ignition. I wouldn't switch the ignition for anything. When you power it down, it still has that neat sound that it had in Return of the Jedi, as you will hear right here. Pretty cool, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
This one is also another cool sound font. I like this one too. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Cal, and this is PD1.
Alright, Cal Kestis, Jedi, Fallen Order. This one is like a not purple, but almost. It's got a you can tell it's got a purplish tinge to it. You can't tell on the screen, but in person it's not like the silver one. But I think he had a blue one in the game, so let's change that. And remember, you push and hold twice. 1, 2. So there's the blue one. That one is fitting for Cal Kestis. There's another blue, lighter blue. No, he's definitely not Sith. Another blue. Yellow. I recall him doing a yellow, and he may have had a yellow. I don't know. But when I played the game, I had him with a green blade. Green is my favorite, so I'm going to switch it to green. Purple. White. Silver, I think. There's green. I like green, especially for his saber, and I like the ignition sound. Let's power that down. See, real fast, real quick. Let's fire it up again. I like that sound. That one is really cool. I don't think I'll change this one. I like it just the way it is. We'll power that one down. We'll save it. So each time you come to that font, it'll be there. So unless you make changes to it, to what you want it to be, it's however you set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Second sister.
Second sister from Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Now let's change the color. 2. Now that kind of looks like Kylo Ren's unstable. That strobe in itself is kind of like I said, we'd probably put somebody into a seizure. I think it's just so strong. So I don't like this blade too much. So we're going to change it. This is what I changed it to in the beginning because I thought it was kind of cool, but now that I look at it, not as much. So let's power it down. I won't change it just yet because you already know how to change the blades and everything, just like I showed you, at least for this hilt. So let's see what other sound fonts are in there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka. I like this one too. This is the one that started off when I did my unboxing. Not with the sound font, but the light itself. I think it had a different sound font. But look how bright that is. I mean, that's like bright. One guy that I work with at work loves this one. He loves the font. He loves the blade. Yeah. Power down, push and hold. Okay, let's see what other ones are in there.
Balan Skull.
Balan Skull. I like his too. Hear that hum? That's like deep. And I'm leaving it at the fiery orange because it was fitting for his saber and for his character. So I'm not changing this one either. It's nice because you can actually do it with these, like Theory has said you can. You know, you tap it and you get the clash splits, and it looks really cool on here. Alright, let's see what else is in there.
The Dark Saber.
Ah,
it belongs to you.
It belongs to me. That's what he said. It belongs to me. Moff Gideon. Take that, buddy. Yeah, that's another bright one, too. This is that silver one. Got that high pitch. It's just really cool. Power down. That's cool. I like that sound. It's really cool. Kylo Ren. Now see, the strobe one is more fitting for this one because it gives it that unsteady blade. That sound font, deep, menacing. I liked his crossguard. Kylo Ren, to me, was an awesome character. I liked him as a villain. I love it. That's an awesome sound.
Just a simple wanderer.
Just a simple wonder. I can't place the voice, though. I thought maybe it was Boba Fett or something. I don't remember, but who else would have that comment? I can't place it. But it automatically came with a red blade, and so I just can't figure out who it was. But I like the emission on it. Almost like Kylo Ren's in a way, just about. And the retraction is even better. I like that one. I like them all. I mean, really. I mean, is there a favorite one? Yeah, it's very tough, really, to be honest.
Now this is pod racing.
Anakin Skywalker in his pod racer. This is another one that I like because they're using the sounds of his pod as the sound font for the saber. And I think, if I recall, this is kind of like a purple. I didn't change the color on it at all. This is how it was set. Now, I don't have the Profi blade, so you don't hear, the continuing, when you swing it, it kind of stops on the NeoPixel. Yeah. Morgan Elsbeth from Ahsoka. Hers was green. It was the green Talzin sword. I didn't change that one either, I don't believe. No, I left that one the same. Listen to that. Almost like the sound of a dark saber in a way, but something fierce in a way. That one was cool. I think we're almost to the end of it. I already showed you the Pro Droid one. That one was already set up for green. I didn't change that either. Okay, we've done that one. Did that one.
He's no good to me, dead.
And my favorite one, Jango Fett. That's the one that has the seismic charge for the ignition. And the Slave 1 engine sound for the font. That's what I started off with when I did the video. That's what we're ending with. So, what's not to like? I mean, let's power it down. Power it off completely so you save your battery. So how do you do that? Interesting question, and I will tell you. Push and hold. That's all it is. Push and hold.
Power off.
Power off saves your battery so you're not draining it. And I think it also, if you're not using it for a certain period of time, I think it automatically powers it down anyway, but just in case that it doesn't, you'll know how to power it off. So, question is it worth the money? Absolutely. Why? Because you get all those sound fonts. You get 22 sound fonts. Ignitions itself, you get like 11 different ignitions. There are 11 different blade colors in there. And the sound fonts, you get really cool sound fonts to go with your saber. Plus, he has music in there that is his property that is in with every saber. I have not learned how to access the music on there. I will eventually when I play around with it more. But you also get a collectible box. Now, if you watched people who bought Theory Sabers know that you get a collectible box. This is with every saber that you get. It's got his company logo on there, and the Star Wars language or letters. And of course, on the back end, I probably have it upside down now. And then inside of the box, you. Sorry if that's loud. Fulfill your destiny. I know it's upside down, but you get the gist of it. And then inside the box, you got a compartment for everything in there. You got your display stand box, which I already have that built. You get your little bag right there that your saber was put in, also wrapped in bubble wrap inside that. Plus, you get your little toolbox, which has your Allen wrench, your Allen key, or whatever you want to call it, is in there. Your USB drive thing is in there to customize your saber. There is in the little baggie comes with screws. I'm not sure what every saber is like, but mine came with 5 screws. 4 of them was for the hilt, and I think 1 was an extra just in case you lose one. Because these are small, I'm sure it's probably easy to lose. You get a blade plug, all included in this box. Okay, so here's the display stand with Theory Sabers logo on the metal plate. The plate does have some weight on it. It is metal. It's really cool. Can't go wrong there. Nice and shiny. Nice acrylic base. You do have to put it together. Easy to do. Just snaps in place. And pow, you got your display stand. You got your stickers. I won't show you stickers. Everybody else shows stickers. Stickers are stickers. The red bag that's in the box is also a cloth to polish down your saber from fingerprints, smudges. Just keep it clean if you want to display it. You just wipe it down, put it down on there. Or if you're playing around with your saber and you want to keep it fingerprint free or something, you just take that little grab bag, polish it down, you're ready to go. And that's what I like about it. And of course, you get your blade of choice. I did NeoPixel. There's the baselit one, NeoPixel, and Profi. So I did NeoPixel with the 36-inch blade, and I think the one below that is 32. I don't remember. But next one that I'm going to try to get is the Profi blade, hopefully. Granted, I can keep saving my money. But is it worth the money? Yeah, absolutely. The only extra cost that I ended up putting in it is buying the lightsaber clip, or the belt clip. So if you have the CoverTech wheel, like mine does, I'm not going to take the blade off. I mean, I have a saber hilt that has a CoverTech. It may fit in there. I don't know. Yeah, it fits in there. So this is from Ultra Sabers. Another one of my favorites that I like, the hilt. But it just clicks in there. Easy to take out. And if you have one that has a D-ring, it's got that little hook on there too that you can hook your D-ring on there if you don't have a CoverTech wheel. So it's a bonus right there. I had to pay extra to get one of those because it does not come with the box. Everything else I've listed, other than the belt clip, does come in the box. And this is the little USB drive thing that I said that comes with it to customize your lightsaber. The sound fonts and everything are already preset in there. If you don't want to use this, that's fine. It's your decision, your choice. But definitely worth the money compared to, like me, buying from Ultra Sabers, where you're paying for a saber. That's a stunt saber, and if you want the sounds or the soundboard, you have to pay extra to get it. And if you want a base, you got to pay extra for that. If you want the blade plug, you got to pay extra for that. Every little thing, like say Ultra Sabers, I'm not sure how it is with Saber Forge or the rest of them, because I've never bought from them. This is actually the first saber company that I bought from that was different, which was Theory Sabers. I like them. They're worth the money, and the quality is just astounding, amazing. Couldn't be better, to be honest. And so, yeah, so that's what you get, and it's affordable depending on what hilt you get. Either way, you're going to be happy. You're going to love it. Your friends are going to love it. You're going to say, go to theorysabers.com, get your order in, because you're not going to want to buy from anybody else. I almost guarantee that 100%. Unless you like the other hilts that people are coming out with, which, I mean, that's your choice, but Theory Sabers has a good thing going. Can't go wrong, really, to be honest. You can't. I mean, I think he's beat them all already just by the features and everything that come with the hilt. So you're not going to get that with everybody else, I don't think. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs like if you enjoyed this video. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. This is Bradakin Skywalker. May the Force be with you. And Theory, thank you so much for a wonderful saber. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Take care.